All right, welcome back to Mountain Views. As you know, if you watch this show, we love the arts and we are happy to be a part of the media here in Utah. And tonight we're fortunate. We have a player in both the arts and the media spaces who is going to join us, talk a little bit about film, talk a little bit about Sundance coming up, and a lot of interesting things just like that. Please say hello to Brenda Upright. Brenda, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's nice to see you. How are you?
Great. It's good to be here. Thank you.
Good. Good. So I'd like to start by asking you to tell our viewers a little bit about your background, because you've got a lot of different things that you've done, and I like people to get to know who our guests are, not just what they do.
Okay. I'm originally from Utah, born and raised in Salt Lake, and pursued acting a little bit here and there before I moved out to Los Angeles in 1998, and went to a really great acting school out there, the Joanne Baron D.W. Brown Studio in Santa Monica, and had a lot of fun with that, and really, I think, fine-tuned my craft of acting. LA is just a different market, and you definitely take things up a notch out there. And I ended up leaving LA after 9/11. There were a lot of, it changed the climate of the city. Everything was kind of shutting down. I was shooting an episode of Family Law at Sony Pictures, and we had a bomb threat. And we couldn't leave for 2 hours, and I just didn't feel safe in LA anymore at that point. Not that I ever really felt too safe there, but just felt like, well, it's 5 minutes from my house. If the bomb did go off, this isn't good. So I decided to leave, and then took a break for a while, moved back to Utah about 8 years ago, and just decided to get back into acting 2 years ago, and have really enjoyed it. There's a really fun market here. There's great filmmaking and a lot of potential with Sundance, and a lot of things going on, so I've just kind of gotten back into it in the last couple of years, and I've really enjoyed it.
Good for you. I would imagine that it's quite a different climate for film and for all kinds of arts and entertainment than it was before you made your way westward to Los Angeles, huh?
Well, and I think a lot has changed, especially with the Olympics coming to Utah. That did a lot for the state. And with the film industry, there's been so much change since I left. I'd worked on Touched by an Angel, and then just to come back, you know, we've had Everwood and so many productions. 127 Hours was filmed here, and the post-production was done here. So that really did a lot for the state as well. So it's a really good place to be in the film industry right now.
Good stuff. So how does it feel to be a more mature actor than when you were taken off for LA? Do you feel like your craft is more developed now?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm finding that I'm having more success as I'm older and I can play the mom roles or the professional businesswoman. It wasn't something I had kind of thought of. I'd veered away from acting and tried all these other things thinking I'm too old. But with the way things are now, I can dive back into it, and it's been a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, there's lots more we want to talk about, but I think we're going to go ahead and watch the clip from Omission, and if you would set it up a little bit, so we know what we're watching.
So Omission is a film that I did this year, directed by Steve Green, and it's a dramatic film about a musician that can't communicate. He's just a very distant person. I play his ex-wife, and this scene is me coming to pick up our daughter, who's now an older woman. And he communicates to his daughter and shows his love through his music, and it's a really beautiful film that's premiering next Friday, the 18th. Excellent.
Well, let's take a look at Omission.
What's going on? I thought you were in Phoenix.
Looks like I came back early.
Excuse me, I think I'm entitled to an explanation for the late night visit.
Oh, do you?
Brenda Upright, everybody. Nice work. The brunette threw me off a little bit at first. I thought maybe that was another
It might be
actor,
red next, I don't know. We'll see. It's fun.
Always changing, huh? Yeah. Good for you. So where does acting go from here? You've got a great piece that you're going to be premiering and promoting here. Yeah. What's next? Have you got some other things lined up, or?
Yeah, I actually I've kind of gotten more into voiceover this year and hosting and interviewing. So I did a lot of interviews during Sundance last year, and I'm going to continue that this year for Sundance. It was a lot of fun, and I got to meet a lot of people, and it's just a blast. this city comes alive during Sundance, so that's something I'm looking forward to.
No question. Well, I've been here during Sundance, but I can't say that I've been here during Sundance the way that I know that I'm about to be as a part of Park City Television. So you may be receiving some pleading emails and phone calls for
I can help you out
for comfort in making it through the maelstrom of interviews and running around town and all that sort of thing, for sure.
The biggest thing is just to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people come. Yes, there's films and there's networking, but it's just for fun.
Well, the star power and the wattage that comes into this little town during that time of year it's pretty singular. So I can honestly say that I'm excited. I'm sure that you'll probably be very busy as well.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, good for you.
Hopefully.
So talk a little bit about your writing. I know that you're becoming active in the area of doing some publishing and writing some magazine articles.
So that's something that I had done a lot in high school, and last October I was invited to the premiere of 127 Hours, and I got to meet Aaron Ralston and just had so many questions for him. It was an amazing film and an incredible story about his life, and decided after that that I would write about my experience and do a little film preview. So I published that with Salt Lake Magazine and just kind of got back into writing that way, and have done articles for Film Utah Magazine and Salt Lake Magazine, and just continue to write and enjoy that as something I do on the side in addition to my acting.
Good for you. And the way that we met was the Salt Air Foundation, so you're active there as well.
Yeah, I serve on the board as Director of Media for the Salt Air Foundation, and it's a nonprofit for the arts and community, arts and humanities in the community and the schools to encourage funding for the arts. And we just did a premiere of a film last week, and it was a charity benefit to raise funds for a scholarship for a film student. So film is really a passion of mine, and certainly the arts, and so I'm kind of all over in every little area of it because I love it so much. It's just what I do.
No question about it. So do you think you're, are you here in Utah for good, or will the...
I think so.
Yeah?
I was out in LA in June, and it's nice to be back and be in my old digs and really see, you know, what I came from and how far I've progressed since my time in LA. But there's a lot to do in Utah. Salt Lake has really changed. The film industry has changed. The Film Commission is very, very active at working on getting things improved here and increasing the film incentives so we can attract bigger productions and continue that flow of productions like 127 Hours so that we can have more work for our cast and crew that are very talented here in Utah.
No question about it. I can definitely concur that it's fun to go back to LA, but I don't miss it too terribly much when I start to think about what it's like to get around town and or not get around town, as it were, depending on what the traffic is.
Or it just takes half the day.
Exactly.
You know. Here it's easy. It's 20 minutes. And they say that in LA, you move there and people say, oh, it'll take you 20 minutes. Yeah, never. But here, it's the truth. It really is 20 minutes, and that's a great thing.
It is a wonderful thing. And as you point out, we've got more and more opportunities all the time, and that is definitely to all of our benefit, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Brenda, it's been great having you here. I'm glad that you could make time for us, and I'm sure that there will be more conversations for us to have in the near future.
I hope so.
And we'll look forward to having you back, seeing more of your work, and we wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
All right, we are going to take a break, and we're going to be right back with more mountain views after this. Stay tuned.